Hey, it's John F. Gailey. Welcome back to the show. We have some good news out of Boston from your friends at the federal government. They have arrested one of the bombers of the Pregnancy Crisis Center in Madison, Wisconsin from May of 2022. I know, good news. And apparently he had traveled from Wisconsin to Portland, Maine, and then here to Boston, and he was about to board a flight to Guatemala. He bought a one-way ticket, and he was arrested here in Boston at Logan Airport. So he had DNA that he left behind at the crime scene, and somehow the investigators must have had some type of lead on him, whether a social media post or cell phone tracker or whatever it was, and he ate some fast food. And he put it into a public trash can. The agents took it out, and then they matched the DNA, and they nailed him. So excellent. His name here is I'm going to mispronounce this, but I really don't care because he's a alleged bomber. Hridindu Sankar Roychowdhury. I'm just going to call him the suspect. 29 of Madison. He is a affiliate, according to Post Millennial, if we could bring up Post Millennial here really quickly, of he's a biophysics researcher. That's what he is, a biophysics researcher. Where is he a biophysics researcher? It doesn't say here, but he's a biophysics researcher. I think at probably one of the affiliated Wisconsin research labs. And we're talking again about Wisconsin Family Action Office, which is bombed in Madison. So there he is, right there. That is him. He is now under arrest. Thank God. There's the one picture. Thank you, Post Millennial, for providing that. He was, how do I want to say this? Charged, according to the suspect, with using an incendiary device, which is in violation of federal law in connection with his efforts to terrorize, that is the correct word, and intimidate a private organization. This group of local and federal law enforcement officers have worked with federal prosecutors diligently and collectively to move the investigation forward, blah, 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 according to the Western District of Wisconsin. Violence is never an acceptable way for anyone to express their views or their disagreement. Yes, roger that. Absolutely. We've been seeing a lot of that, lady, sadly. According to the FBI's Counterterrorism Division. This guy now faces a prison term, if convicted, from anywhere from 5 to 20 years. I'm assuming he won't get bail or bond or anything like that because he was in the process of trying to effectively flee the country on his one-way ticket to Guatemala, and this happened yesterday, as I said, Boston Logan Airport. According to the complaint, on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 8th, he was basically acting on behalf of Jane's Revenge. That's who took credit for it. I always kind of, Jane's Revenge, I just assumed that would be women suspects, but, I guess I'm wrong about that. Law enforcement responded to active fire at a building in Wisconsin. Once inside the building, the police observed mason jar under a broken window. There was a Molotov cocktail. The police also saw a purple disposable lighter near the mason jar. On the opposite side of the wall, the police saw a mason jar lid with blue cloth tucked inside the top. The cloth was singed. So somehow in this process, he left some DNA behind. On the wall, someone painted, "If abortions aren't safe, then you aren't either." If abortions aren't safe, then you aren't either. If you're not allowed to kill children, then you're not safe. So sometime this month, March 2023, law enforcement identified Roychowdhury as a possible suspect. Local police observed him, and then they go through the whole DNA story. An amazing development here. I got to credit the federal government for making this arrest and tracking him down. I was, how do I want to say this? not very confident that the Biden Justice Department would do this at all. And I'm very interested to know if there are other suspects involved, or if this is just a single act. And also, and I imagine this might come out in the trial, how they actually learned that he might be a suspect in this case. Like, how do they get the tip that it could be him? All right, so this is good news. An awful crime, but it's good that they caught him, and let's find out if there are more potential suspects. I'm John F. Gately from Plymouth, America's hometown in Massachusetts. Have a great day.